Yeah, I was just saying good night, good morning, good night, good evening. Yeah, what my first thoughts on, I just saw somebody on Twitter say it, but my first thoughts were about the big hubbub. I had second thoughts and I had first thoughts. But my second thoughts were they're going to use it as a political ground. So, yeah, the left, you're Biden, you're for abortion. They just send it back to the states. That's what that ruling did. Took it out of the hands of the federal government. The swamp, which is what it is, a swamp. But my thoughts were, if you're a guy, don't have sex with a woman who's going to kill your baby. Because, you know, that happens. You're together with somebody, boyfriend and girlfriend, and she'll kill your baby. You want to keep it, she doesn't. So that can happen. So you should have that talk. I know it sounds old-fashioned, but you should have that talk before you have sex, maybe. But this is definitely a culture issue. It's a moral issue, but it's a culture. It's a moral issue first. It's a cultural issue on the larger scale, is what a country will accept. And you don't have to be Christian or any religion just to be against abortion. You could be agnostic, spiritual, and just be against it. You know, I did look at the chart, 99.9%. The largest amount was just not because of rape or anything else. It was just because. And that is cultural. That's a cultural issue that people are willing to accept. Now, if you look into abortion, Margaret Sanger promoted it largely in black communities. She didn't want them breeding so much. Now, you can look that up. Margaret Sanger didn't invent abortion. I don't think doctors should kill that. I mean, doctors, the fact that a doctor does it makes it okay. It's just a baloney argument. People think that, a doctor's doing it, so it's okay. Well, doctors are now, they're pushing giving children hormone blockers. Are the doctors, are they gonna cut off a little boy's wee-wees or puberty blockers for girls or boys? So the fact that it's a medical procedure, it's a doctor doing it, doesn't change anything. Doesn't change the substance. But people think, it's a doctor doing it, it's a medical. That doesn't change anything. So yeah, I don't know who invented abortion. It's certainly not meant to be normal. I mean, I'd say it's, as far as historically, it's probably more normal today than it ever has been, which means that the world is probably a more evil place today than it ever has been. Also, morally bankrupt, morally completely bankrupt. But that doesn't mean everybody. That just means what is acceptable to society as a whole. You know, I know abortions in China happen a lot. They kill the girls mostly, so the boy can carry on the family name. And now they do have a shortage of women. So there's, I don't know what it is, if it's 5 guys to a girl. But yeah, I'm hearing in China there's issues as far as the sexes go, because they had that one-child policy where you get in trouble if you have more. So socially, the idea about abortion is just to keep the population numbers down. Certain people want to do that, whether it's blacks, Chinese. Certain people want to keep the numbers down, or they just want to cull the population. Now, I'm hearing there's a lot of fertility issues going on with these injections. So, to be honest, if you are a leftist or a liberal or pro-abortion, you just want to have promiscuous sex with whoever, or maybe even with somebody you love, then you want to kill your boyfriend's baby. That might not ever be an option, because you might be I'm hearing some interesting stuff about fertility from the jabs, so it might not be as big a issue as you think it is, especially if you're a leftist and you just believe everything that is pushed, which normally is the case for leftists, whether it's Ukraine or homosexuality. Now, if you're homosexual, if you're lesbian, of course, you don't. Funny thing is, those people would probably are the fighting for abortion, even though they can't have babies. If you're a lesbian, but hey, maybe lesbians can get a sperm from a male and then raise a kid. I don't know, but I don't know. But yeah, just the abortion issue. It's probably more common today than it ever has been ever. So if humanity, culturally can turn that back where it's not acceptable, it's not a normal thing. It shouldn't be either. Then I guess you'd be thinking twice about sex, right? Having sex. Yeah, I do see the left trying to use it as an issue, but I don't know. Hey, Trump did it. Trump, he's taking away women's rights to health care. You already see the corporations going in it. Dick's Sporting Goods, Disney. Disney doesn't care. Disney's gay anyways. Gays can't have babies. And to be honest, the bigger thing is the injections. Now, I'm not sure if all of the injections, because you have Johnson & Johnson, you have Pfizer, you have Moderna, if they're all causing infertility issues. So now Trump's injection, which is, I think he signed with Moderna. So, but yeah, I think Trump's injections the Trump shot is damaging people too. So the win on abortion, the so-called win, well, if half the population, if the large amount of the population is damaged due to these injections and their fertility is damaged, then the abortion would drop automatically, because the ability to get pregnant would drop. So Trump before, if you think Trump did this, Trump also pushed all these injections that I'm hearing now. I'm not saying it's a fact, are causing fertility issues. So to call it a win for Trump or the right or whatever, it's just baloney. It's baloney. But morally speaking, yeah, you could say that's a good thing. But does it really? I mean, it's like you lose. It's like winning a battle but losing the war, kind of. Oh, look, we won this battle, but hey, but we injected everybody with stuff that's causing fertility issues. Oh well, yeah. Hey, win for us. It's a W. I guess. Definitely, So anyways.